Hello everybody. This is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. I giggled because I took a deep breath right before the number went off and I thought, oh, that was on the video. So that's why I did a funny little giggle. I hope you are all doing well today. Happy Tuesday. So I have actually got two different things that I was going to put together today. The first one is a vase filled with sunflowers. I had one of our followers send me a message and say she needed to see a video made with sunflowers. And so I said, girl, I got you. We're gonna put together a sunflower arrangement. So I'm gonna do this one and it won't take very long. And once I finish with this one, I actually have a funeral piece to go out tomorrow that's on a cross. So I'm gonna do that one too. So we're gonna do two arrangements on this Tuesday afternoon. When you come on, tell me hello, tell me how you're doing, tell me where you're from. And I have Victoria here with me, so if you have any questions, any comments, anything, please ask, and I will be sure Victoria will read those for me, and I'll try to answer them as we go along. So this is that Rosy Posy vase. You've seen me use it a lot. It's my favorite, and the reason it's really one of my favorites is because it has such a flat bottom. So it's not gonna blow over, nothing's gonna, it's just a really good base. And it's nice because it travels well too. You don't have to have a box. You could just sit it in the floorboard and it's not gonna go anywhere. So I'm gonna get started. Be sure that if you can see me real well that you give me a thumbs up or a heart to let me know. Just push that little button just to let me know that you can see me and hear me pretty good. I always like to ask that because you just never know. So I'm going to start out with this vase. I'm going to use a couple of hydrangeas as the base of my arrangement. And this has a pretty good mouth. I would say that it's about probably 2.5 to 3 inches square. And so it has a pretty good sized mouth. I'm pulling all this foliage off. And I'm tucking that hydrangea right into that vase.
Laura Staylor says hello.
Hello, Miss Laura. Thank you for being here today.
She says, love watching you do things I can try to duplicate.
Thank you. I'm so glad. You know, I have had several of our followers, and I need to share some of those pictures because I asked them if it was okay and they said yes. I had one lady who sent me a beautiful picture of her altar arrangement that she made for church on Sunday, and she did the basket with all of the plants. It was so pretty, and I will share that with y'all. I'll go into our stories and share that, but it was beautiful. So if you ever make any of the arrangements, please share them with us. We love to see them. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be just a dozen sunflowers. And you know, for me, I personally like to use a hydrangea as a base. If I wasn't using the hydrangea as the base, I would use just pretty greenery. This is going to be more of a low profile. It's not going to be really tall. And so all I'm going to do is just arrange these sunflowers right in to this hydrangea. And I'm just cutting them at an angle and just tucking them right in.
Amy Bryan says hello from Monroe, Louisiana, and she sent 200 stars.
Oh, Miss Amy, thank you so much. You are so kind. Thank you. So tell me, do you love sunflowers or no? Sunflowers are one of those flowers that people either really love or don't really love. It's one of those that it's a love or hate relationship with suns. I love them. They are so happy and bright. Okay, so they are doing a little bit of flopping, but once I get all of my stems into this container, I am going to make sure that they stand up for me.
I really like sunflowers.
Do you really like sunflowers? They're just so happy, aren't they? They remind me, I mean, they're a lot like a Gerbera daisy. It's hard not to like them, but some people don't, and that's okay.
I know, like my Mimi, I think she, could be wrong, but I think she says she doesn't really like sunflowers as much, and she may have said that she doesn't like the combination of sunflowers and red roses, but I love
I think the colors really work well together. I think the red and the yellow really works well together.
Yeah.
Okay, so sunflowers kind of have a mind of their own, as you can tell. And so you're just going to kind of get them in there, and this guy, he's not going to act right, so he's going to get cut shorter. So as they don't act right, I'm just taking them out and I'm just cutting them a little shorter, and that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
A lot of them love sunflowers.
Love sunflowers. Well, and you know, I'm not one of those people, like some people, like I've got a friend, she loves sunflowers, and she has sunflowers all in her kitchen. Artificial sunflowers, pictures of sunflowers, things like that. I'm not that much of a sunflower person. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's my absolutely favorite thing in the world. They are beautiful, and I enjoy working with them. I like the way they look, and I think they're very pretty. But I wouldn't say that I want my entire kitchen in sunflowers. All right, so there's our sunflowers, and they're just kind of wild and crazy. I'm going to add a little bit of Solidago that's going to help give us a little more form. And so this Solidago, I'm just kind of tucking between these sunflowers. And the reason I did them tight in this container is because I didn't want them to, I don't know, you can do them tall. You can arrange them just like you do a dozen roses. But I really like a more compact arrangement. And so I'm just tucking a little bit of Solidago down in there.
Chris says, I wish I lived closer. I'm from Iowa, and I have my own cut flower farm and just started sunflowers.
Wow!
Can't wait to see them in bloom.
Oh, I know they'll be wonderful. Please send pictures when they're growing. We would love to see them. Sunflowers do make beautiful pictures though, like a sunflower farm, and the little children out there in front of the sunflowers, they do make beautiful pictures, don't they? Okay, so I've got a little Solidago. So you can see they're just all the way around, and like I said, they're kind of topsy-turvy. Sunflowers don't mind very well. Their necks are pretty stiff, and so if you go to wire them, and you can, if their necks are a little looser, you can wire them. If they're not, they're very prone to break. They're kind of like a Gerber daisy. They'll break a little bit, but so I didn't even wire them. I just tucked those guys down in there, and they are topsy-turvy, but they're pretty. Honestly, I would prefer something not too fixed. I am going to take a little bit of eucalyptus just because I really like that loose foliage. And so with this eucalyptus, I'm just going to snip just a few small sprigs, and I'm going to tuck it all the way around just like I usually do.
Miss Laura says sunflowers are not delicate enough, in her opinion.
Yeah, they're chunky. They're those chunky girls, right? Kind of like me, the chunky. But no, they are not delicate flowers, no. And really, I have always been one that thought sunflowers were a summer flower. I like them in August and September. That's when I've always liked to arrange with sunflowers, just because, I don't know, for some reason they make me think of late summer, early autumn. But we've gotten to where we use sunflowers year round. People ask for sunflowers all the time. I think they're happy flowers. And I've gotten to where I'm okay with using them, even in the spring. And I used to not be. I've gotten a little more laid back with when I use flowers. If you want them, honey, and I can get them, I will get them for you.
Miss Faye says, I think of them as a fall flower.
I do too. Yeah, I've always thought they were more of a late summer, early fall. But they're pretty.
Oh, Miss Allison says, what I really love is the teddy bear sunflowers.
Oh, that have lots of petals. They're kind of, they have lots of petals. They're just a different variety, and they are lovely. They really are. Okay, so here is my sunflower arrangement. It's a tight, compact, not tall like a like a dozen roses would be. Now you can absolutely arrange them like a dozen roses if that's the way the customer would like them arranged. And they're pretty that way. You can't really go wrong. Now she also asked, she said that she was going to put blue and white ribbon. So I love this royal blue gingham. And I think blue and the blue gingham, even blue delphinium would be fantastic in this arrangement. But I'm gonna do a loopy bow of the blue and white gingham. And this is just a royal blue. And it's pretty. So I just made a loopy bow. Now this would be, I'm going to throw everything on the floor, I'm sorry. This would be an arrangement you wouldn't have to put a bow on. Now I'm one of those people that I don't think every arrangement has to have a bow. Some people like lots of bows and that's completely okay, and I like ribbon. But I don't think every arrangement has to have a bow. I'm going to put it on a wood pick. Just going to tuck that right here at the base of this arrangement.
Oh, Denise Chapman sent 200 stars.
Oh, Miss Denise, thank you so much. That was so kind. Thank y'all for the stars. All right, and there's our blue ribbon. That is the sunflower arrangement, and I will be sure to take a picture of this and send it to you in Messenger so you can see.